If you keep switching side hustles every few weeks and you keep wondering why it's not working, this video is for you. Because Stop Switching Side Hustles, Do This Instead isn't just a catchy title for this video. It's the exact mindset shift that helped me build multiple successful businesses over the years, including the one I run today that brings me around $11,293 per week. And that income didn't come from chasing every new opportunity. It came from picking one thing, selling digital products, and sticking with it long enough to actually see results. So in this video, I'm going to show you why digital products should be the one side hustle that you commit to, and exactly how to make it work even if you're starting from scratch. And be sure to stay to the end of the video so you can learn every single step needed to succeed with this side hustle. So let's dive in. First, let's talk about why you should stop jumping from opportunity to opportunity and stick with one thing until you see it through. I genuinely believe the reason that I grew my photography business to multiple six figures per year was because I stuck with it for 16 years. This was not something where I was jumping from side hustle to side hustle. I chose photography and I stuck with it until I made it work. And then I kept doing more of what was working and improving upon what was already working to continue to grow and scale. And when I learned about digital products and I decided to start educating other photographers through digital products about how they can make more money with their photography businesses, I did the same thing. I didn't jump from opportunity to opportunity. I decided to go all in with that digital product, and that's how I was able to grow it to $2 million per year. Now, I'm not saying you have to stick with one niche for the rest of your life, but I am saying that you need to pick one opportunity, one side hustle, and stick with it until you see results with it, because the grass is not going to be greener on the other side. And when you keep switching from opportunity to opportunity, all you're doing is ensuring that you don't ever have success with any of those side hustles. In fact, when I started this business, Freedom Creator, there were some bumps in the road getting started, just like there is with any business. But even though I had to try a handful of different things to get something working, I stuck with it. I didn't hit the first roadblock and give up. I didn't hit the second roadblock and give up. I kept going until it worked. The thing is you have to believe it's going to work, and you have to go all in and commit yourself to this side hustle, to this opportunity, in order to see it through and have success with it. Now, I know I just mentioned 3 different businesses I've had, so that might seem like I'm switching from opportunity to opportunity, but keep in mind that I started my photography business when I was 19 years old. I started selling digital products in 2014. So I have definitely seen these opportunities through. And no, you don't need to stick with this for the rest of your life. But yes, I did stick with one opportunity for 16 years before pivoting to a different one. And I truly believe that that is why I've had success with every opportunity in business that I've started, is because I don't give up when things get hard. I keep going, and I fully believe that I'm going to be successful, and it's just a matter of time and effort before I do that. And I never let myself get distracted by thinking the grass is greener on the other side. Because I'm sure you've been watching videos about digital products, maybe also e-com, maybe also about a service-based business, maybe also about starting a boring business. There are lots of opportunities on YouTube, but the key to you having success is you gotta pick one and stick with it and see it through. And in my opinion, the best side hustle is digital products, which I'm gonna cover in this video. But if you want my full, detailed, free on-demand training that's gonna take you through picking your profitable digital product that you can sell, to launching to make your first sales, to automating your sales for consistent income, go ahead and register your seat for my totally free on-demand training. It is the first link in the description below this video. Okay, so now let's talk about why digital products are the best side hustle. And then I'm gonna take you through the steps so that you can get started with this on your own from scratch, even if you have no experience. And I'm gonna show you how you can get started with this for free. Now, as I shared earlier in this video, I have had a number of businesses and I have seen them through until they've each been successful. But out of all the opportunities and businesses that I've done, hands down, digital products is my absolute favorite. The reason I love digital products is because they absolutely do give you that time and financial freedom that everyone talks about. But you're not going to have that from day one, okay? It's not a magic wand. It's not a get rich quick. None of those are real. That does not exist. If you want a real business, you are going to have to lay the foundation. But the great news with a digital products business is that you can lay that foundation in a way that eventually really does give you time and financial freedom. For example, with my digital products business, Freedom Creator, my main digital product is a membership. So in the beginning, it did take some time for me to get started on YouTube, start generating traffic, start growing my email list, start creating my membership digital product, and of course, start selling it. But now that I have all of those assets made, my main part of my job is continuing to make these free, helpful YouTube videos so I can continue sending traffic to my email list and to my digital product. And now that I have all those foundations built, it is so nice. And I just spend about 2 days per month filming 8 videos for the entire month. And the rest of the month, I get to spend my time doing what I want when I want to. The other thing that I love about digital products is you are making a true impact on people. You are truly making education on the topic you're teaching on more accessible. You have the potential to reach tons of people on the internet with your free content on YouTube, with your paid digital product, and that is my absolute favorite. Because I only see a world where when more education is readily available, we all improve together. The other thing I love about digital products is there's no inventory, there's no shipping costs, there's no physical products. Once you create a digital product once, you can sell it over and over again for an unlimited number of times. It is one of the best, most scalable businesses out there. And you don't have to be the biggest expert Albert Einstein person on a topic. You just need to know a little bit more than who you're helping. And if you just have a topic that you're interested in, but you wouldn't consider yourself that knowledgeable about it yet, you can start a paid community where people pay to just talk about that topic and be part of that community, where you can be more of the community facilitator and then eventually step into the role of educator. Okay, now let's dive into the steps of how you can actually make this happen, even if you're starting from scratch, even if you need to get started with $0. Now, no matter which business you start, you are going to need traffic, and digital products are no different. For me, I have tried just about every single traffic source out there, and right now in 2026, what is working the best, hands down, is YouTube. So if you want to grow on YouTube, I have tons of videos that go more in depth on how to do that. I also teach this step-by-step in my membership Freedom Creator Club, but I'm going to go over the basics with you right now really quickly. The first thing you want to do is choose your niche. What is your channel going to be about? And YouTube likes you to be a niche. Okay, gone are the days of vlogging where you're talking about cooking and clothing, what to wear, and your favorite cars to drive, and like a whole lifestyle thing, right? That is more like 2017. We are in 2026, and what works right now on YouTube is having a niche and sticking to it. And that's great news for digital product sellers, because if you have a channel that is honed in on one topic, you're creating videos on that topic, you are attracting people who are interested in that topic, and then you're like,
hey, if you want to learn more about this, I have this digital product here.
Whereas if you're teaching about cars and baking and clothing, and you have a digital product about soccer, it's going to be very hard to get a lot of those people to actually buy that digital product because it's not aligned. And so this is good news. You want to have a channel that is honed in on one niche that aligns itself perfectly with the digital product that you want to sell. And if you're not sure which digital product you want to sell yet, don't worry, because that will reveal itself in time. What you want to do now is get started posting one YouTube video every single week. And the best thing you can do is start a spreadsheet listing out all your competitors on YouTube and really start to study what they're doing. What types of topics are they talking about? How long are their videos? What is the format? What is the pacing? And really model what is already working out there instead of starting from scratch and just doing what you think is right. Because the truth is if you're new to YouTube, you don't know what works on YouTube. And it's going to take you a long time to grow on YouTube if you are just making videos about what you think will do well. Don't do that. Don't waste time. Do your research and model what is working, and that is going to help you grow a lot faster. And if you want to take growing on YouTube seriously, I want to gift you my exact YouTube script template. It is linked completely for free in the description below this video. Okay, so what you want to do next is once you start posting videos every single week on YouTube, you want to start strategically growing your email list. And the reason you want to do this is your email list is an asset that you actually own, but also because it converts 40 times more to sales than social media alone. Having an email list is essential to making great money with your digital products. So what you want to do is put out videos every week on YouTube, and in those videos 2 to 3 times, mention a freebie you have in the description below your video, just like I've done throughout this video. Then what's going to happen is when people want more value, they'll go to download that freebie by putting in their name and email address to have the freebie delivered to their email, and then they're also getting on your email list at the same time. This is key because if you're just trying to make YouTube videos and sell directly from YouTube, not only are you going to make 40 times less sales, this is a proven statistic you can Google, but also because YouTube could shut you down, which yes, it's unlikely, but if it happens, you're totally screwed. Whereas if you have your email list, you can still get in touch with your customers. The other thing is when you go to post on, let's say, a YouTube video or the YouTube community tab, you're not going to reach every single subscriber you have. That's not how it works. In fact, you're going to reach a very small percentage of those subscribers, which on YouTube is great because you're going to reach a lot more new people. But that's why we want our email list, is because when you send an email, you're reaching every person on that email list. So it is very, very important that you do that. So what I want you to do is once you reach 100 to 200 email subscribers, I want you to send them a short survey. You can do this for free using Google Forms. And I want you to figure out what is their number one pain point so that you can create a digital product around that. And I also want to circle back and say that YouTube is free, sending that survey is free, and growing your email list is free as well. Using the software that I use called System.io, it's linked in the description below this video. You can get a totally free account. It's not a free trial, it's a free account. So I told you guys I would show you how you can get started for free. When I started my first business, I only had 81 cents to my name. I was living with my grandma. Okay, your girl knows how to start a business for free. So listen to me, go do those things so you can get started for free as well. Okay, so once you've started growing on YouTube, you started growing your email list, you've gotten to 1 to 200 subscribers, you send out the survey and you look at that survey and you really try to figure out what is their number one pain point.
Not like, oh, this seems like a fun digital product to create, or I think this is the digital product they want me to make. No.
What is their number one pain point? Because the more painful a problem you can solve, the easier it's going to be to make sales, and typically the more money you can charge as well. So this part I think is going to be the most important. You need to get this right. So it is crucial to do this. And if you do a survey and you end up getting results back that are just like,
I need help making more money, or I need help living a better life, or I need help,
like really vague answers, I would also recommend scheduling some one-on-one Google Meet calls, which are totally free, with people from your audience so you can ask them questions and chat back and forth directly. I'm telling you guys, it is worth spending time on this. You have to figure out what their actual most painful problem is so you can design a digital product that will solve it for them. Then once you've figured out which digital product to sell, you do not go ahead and make the digital product. I know, weird, right? Hear me out. What you want to do first is actually pre-sell that digital product. So what you want to do is create a checkout page, which you can do for free with System.io in the description below. Create the checkout page. You want to put the name of the digital product, what's included, and in one sentence, what the promise statement or transformation of that digital product will be. And then of course have a checkout form where they can put in their information to actually buy. And what you're going to do is tell them that the digital product will be delivered on X date, which will be like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, however long you need. Because what you want to do is pre-sell the digital product before you've made it. And if you actually sell it, then you want to have a number of weeks to actually start creating it. Because this way you can actually get paid to create your digital product. You'll actually spend time creating a digital product that you've already been paid for, that you know people will buy. The worst thing you can do is make your digital product first. I have seen so many people do this where they spend weeks, months, years building out a digital product and then they go to sell it and nobody buys. I am telling you, please, for the love of God, listen to me and pre-sell your digital product. There is nothing more painful than when I have someone come up to me and say,
I've been working on the world's greatest digital product for months.
When I hear that, I'm like, I know that is not going to sell, because you have to pre-sell it so that way you can prove that people not only say that they will buy it, but they actually put their money where their mouth is. And again, then you're getting paid to create the product. You have time to create the product. You've told people when it's going to be delivered. And if you're doing something like a really big course or a big membership, you don't have to build it all out at once. You can tell them like module 1 will be delivered in 2 weeks. Module 2 will be delivered next month. Module 3 the month after that, et cetera, et cetera. Like you can make it up. It's your business. It's your life. You get to do what you want. And that is the best part of digital products. So remember, you do not need and should not try to find a dozen different opportunities and side hustles to succeed. In fact, that is the opposite of what you should be doing. You need to pick an opportunity and stick with it, see it through until you see success. That is the mindset you need to succeed. And listen, if you don't believe in yourself, then just let me do the believing for you, because I know that if you commit to something and see it through and keep working on it, even when you hit road bumps, that you will succeed. I know this because I've done it with every single business I've had. And I believe it's solely because I believed that I would do it. I believed I would do it even when it was hard, even when I was broke, even when I had to rent a camera from the library, even when I had to get free Vistaprint business cards in 2009 with the Vistaprint logo on it. If there is a will, there is a way. If you want to make this happen, you can make this happen, but you have to stay focused. So if you're ready to focus in on one thing, go ahead and comment the word focus below. This is gonna be the first step and the first commitment that you make to yourself to stop opportunity switching and finally see it through to success. So now that you know how to stop side hustle switching and actually commit to see it through and succeed, you might be wanting to know step by step how to follow through with this for 3+ months to see results. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this next video here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's gonna be way more powerful. See you in the next video.